The U.S. and Canada have agreed to close their border. President Trump made that announcement today, tweeting, quote, "We will be, by mutual consent, temporarily."
And this is Healthcare Sucks. You heard it here, maybe first. The border between Canada now is being closed too, officially. What about Mexico? I don't know, just a thought. And now it's totally acting. My devices have been acting nuts all morning, guys. I'm going to try to run this one more time.
All broadcasting company.
This is strange, guys.
Hey everyone, I'm Allison Morris. You're watching NBC News Now. Here are the latest coronavirus headlines. We're going to get through this together. The U.S. and Canada have agreed to close their border. President Trump made that announcement today, tweeting, quote, "We will be, by mutual consent, temporarily."
Do you see that? It says live. Can you see that, guys? Live. Watch this. Live. It's like not. I'm telling you right now, there's some strange. I'm not being weird, guys. I'm just bringing it to you. That's all I can tell you. I don't know. Oh boy, this will be good. Let's listen to this. Talking about strange.
Waiting for a downtown will indeed close temporarily. Wow. Now, this does not mean by any means, I want to stress this before we give the details, that the market is closing. What the stock exchange has said is that they are moving to full electronic trading as of Monday the 23rd, which is this coming Monday. The equities and options trading floors will temporarily close. So that news is just in. We can get some reaction to it. I know, well, listen, just briefly, that we had talked the last couple of days about the possibility of, some sort of a timeout or a closure of the markets. That's not this. But this is similar to what they did in Chicago, closing the floor, keeping the electronic trading going.
No, we have to be careful. We want to make sure our viewers understand that, so much of the trading is done electronically. It didn't make sense to have people there in close proximity to each other. At the same time, having humans down there to sort through things and make trades, and then also the signal that it sends to not have people there, when you have a market that is already so nervous, I have no doubt was one of the biggest considerations. You don't want to see people close together. You don't want to see them in danger. But at the same time, when you have markets that are moving, more than 1,000 points in a day, you don't want to really do anything else to spook people any further. Do we have...
And how could, that was just stupid. How could doing something more stupid and just doing something they've never done is closing the stock markets basically and putting them in, guess what? They're not saying it. AI control. Yeah. Eliminating the guy, you just heard it, the men on the floor, in case something starts to go this way or that way. This is I'm telling you, Skynet. If you don't know what Skynet is, Terminator. Now do you get it? Terminator? Yeah, Skynet. How could this go wrong? 2 or 3 things. I told you things are moving fast. 2 or 3 things just today, bam, that are just way out there. And there's more. I bet I'm just touching on it. So if you guys catch anything, send it to me, because I guarantee you with this, there's a lot more going on. I guarantee you they're kicking off the AI. This is more and more looking pre-planned. I mean, the big bubble. I'm going to go into this. I think I'm going to do a call in, and where you guys can just go off and tell me what you think. Try to use code words, please, when you call in, like you do at Marfugals, because I'd like to stick around for a little while. I mean, I'm to the point to where we're finally going to get, I don't care about the money monetization part, but I get to reach a lot more people, which is awesome for us. We'll be able to save a lot more people. So if you do me the one courtesy and try not to kill me off the first week, I get I make it to the big time, baby. Big time. Because I was born to be big. I was born to be wild. And thank you very much. Not much of an Elvis, I guess. So we're on some serious thinking today, guys. I mean, literally, I want to check my time. I'm trying to do short ones today, and this is 5 minutes. Let's watch a couple more minutes of this. But anything you get, I'm not joking, guys. 2 videos in a row now of like, what the blank? Remember that? They used to have a great, I used to watch their videos all the time on YouTube. It was W2TF, and they would actually could say, oh my gosh, you know, a word on. They put out some good stuff, by the way, WTF. They still do. I'm going to dig up some of my... You're welcome to go through my histories, guys, and look at stuff I've watched. There's some really good other people that make good stuff out there that really put time into it. I'm going to do a show on that, too, where we look at really good for you guys to go check out stuff, which have basically covered what's going on right now years ago. Literally. Wayward TV. Yeah. I'm glad I remembered that. Wayward. WAYWORD, I believe, TV. He puts out some really good stuff, guys. And he was like ahead of the curve years ago with what's happening today. Not kidding you. So when people have been on it that much, just like at Healthcare Sucks, I mean, we've been doing this on this under healthcare name for years. Then I was doing this out in the public, and I had an old channel many years ago. I should have kept it, but I couldn't get it to open. It was like For Real TV or something like that. Real News TV or something. For Real TV. It's been a long time, guys. But we only used it a little bit anyway, so it really don't matter. But we have got another. We are going to do just a strictly news one. I'm not trying to copy anybody else. We're still going to be Healthcare Sucks. So I can't break that to you just yet because I want to get it all officialized. And on that channel, it's going to be more or less expendable. We're going to cover everything, guys. No holes barred. On YouTube, ND Live. And we're also going to start going to Facebook Live. I'll give you guys all that information until they kill us off there too, which I'm sure they will. Barfugal, by the way, came on today, and he gave us a warning on Twitter. They're looking at some kind of going through the system, coronaviral-ish, and it sounds to me like they're going to be editing out a bunch of people, which if I disappear, you can't miss this ugly mug. I'll be back under some other name or some other entity or some other way. Also look for me to be popping up on D Live. We're getting that set up for sure. And like I say, I'll be doing a Facebook official page, Healthcare Sucks. And that's going to do the same thing we do here. And again, as long as we can. So let's watch a couple minutes and then we'll cut out. I just want to see. Oh, this is a fair use. I always have to look. Fair Use Act. Don't forget who we are. Team 99. Team 99. And if you care to send me a card saying, Healthcare, you suck, or a hat or a shirt, I will wear it with pride. Don't send me no money, guys. Go buy some food and stuff for you and your family. I'm not doing this for the money, but I would take a cool shirt, man, or hat. Concert shirts are awesome. Hint, hint. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Well, I don't know I haven't even watched this, guys.
David Asman nearby. David Asman is joining us, and you'll be taking over on Bulls and Bears a short time from now. What do you think of this development?
It's an interesting one, as you mentioned. I mean, a lot of this, the secret, and Charlie Gasparino's come out with this before, there is a little dirty little secret to these shots that we have live on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, is that the real business is done off the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. It used to be that's where you had to go in order to sell or buy stocks. Nowadays, as you all know, most of the trading is done electronically and everything. However, there are still significant
deals that are made as a result of traders being on the floor, and this is going to upset that. Now, how can you upset that more than when you have a 1,338 point loss like you have today? You're going to have losses anyway, so this might actually have some kind of positive effect in a strange way of showing that the stock exchange is meeting.
And I predict, unless the AI manipulates the things going on in reality, it will crash more. And it's going to crash more. So if you see all of a sudden it's wonderful and bright out there, it's not all sunny in Lincoln City, Oregon, 365 days a week. But if AI controlled it, it would be. Think about that for a minute.
The challenge. So I think it's good and bad news, and it may lead to some long-term changes where we eventually don't see that shot that we're looking at right now.
There's always been talk of that. I mean, I think the concerns at the open and the close, right? Melissa, we've talked about this, especially in this. David's right. It's hard to imagine a more volatile environment than that, but almost because we're in that environment, you do make the case for the human element to kind of at least try to limit some of that, or you know, make matches and get prices right. But I get why they're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kind of wonder, because I was at the New York Mercantile Exchange when they were going all digital, and the traders on the floor, you know, they couldn't imagine doing it without, you know, people down there. You know, one of the biggest traders on the floor was Eric Bolling. Well, and, you know, they would sit down there, and you couldn't imagine that market without the humans on the floor, because they were signaling to each other, and they were really feeling the market. They were making, but business adapts.
You know who I'm thinking about is Teddy Weisberg. We all think of particular characters that you can't imagine the floor being the same without, and it's gonna take a little adjustment, but gee whiz, we're going to need some major adjustments throughout the country.
Detail to this that's just coming in. Sorry to interrupt you, David, but there is a member of the New York Stock Exchange trading floor community that has tested positive for COVID-19.
There you go.
Released. They say that a member has tested positive. Individuals were screened at a checkpoint at the NYSE. That security checkpoint administered a test by medical personnel at the exchange, and they'll be treated and recuperate away from the exchange facility.
I could have called that one in my sleep. That's it. Again, here's the perfect storm for One World Agenda. Agenda 21. Event 201. Here we go. Okay, we're making all these changes. Oh, just right now, guys. Don't you believe it? You gotta, wait a minute here. Woo! It's the Woo Hardcore with a true story for you. Just in, all of a sudden, I went to the stock market today, and I accidentally touched somebody's leg. I'm sorry, but now all the stock market peoples are gonna be having the woo-ha. Woo-ha, woo-ha, woo-ha. Do you believe that? Do you? I don't know, woo-ha. What I mean, I don't know. Sounds awful fishy to me. But I was there. Whoa. You were there? Well, then I guess I believe it. And with that, can you handle more if we play another couple minutes of this? Why not? We're already in the Twilight Zone. Well, I mean the Woo-Ha Zone.
That comes in, and now the press release follows that says the trading floor will be temporarily closed.
You got to do what you got to do. Absolutely. Yeah. There you go. Well, that's what has to be done. By the way, coming up, we have Dr. Oz telling us what to do if we're stuck at home.
Look at her eyes.
As this person who's going to be quarantined clearly must be. Anybody who is either self-quarantine or is thinking about it has to know how they're going to survive in an enclosed environment like that for a couple of weeks. Dr. Oz is going to tell us how coming up.
Yeah. I guess in a lot of senses, it's amazing that they were still open down there. You know, I mean, because if you think about just the proximity, You know, in a
But
lot of
people
cases
almost
you're
have
yelling.
to be close together, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Yep.
it just is, it's
Yep.
not the kind of environment, but at the same time, they're going to be worried about, do you really want to spook a market that's already spooked? And now we see the outcome. You know, it's somebody there has tested positive, and hopefully that they haven't spread it to other people there.
And Melissa, you bring up a great point, which is that there are some environments that are still could be considered socially dangerous in terms of the virus. And I'm thinking of shopping. You know, when you do go grocery shopping, you do kind of rub elbows with people. There are problems, but you have to get food. So this is an imperfect world, and it's we are going to make mistakes as we approach how to deal with the virus. But on the other hand, we can't completely cocoon ourselves in a situation where we're not able to get the very basics of life.
No, I mean, you look at different businesses, we're all sitting in different places right now. You know, this is unusual for us, but now people are used to looking at our guests on Skype or wherever else from somewhere else. And, you know, you've really separated. At the stock exchange, I'm not sure that was possible, but now trading will go on, and they will see how they can do it remotely without anyone there.
And by the way, you may soon see anchors on Skype as well. I know that we're talking about that internally also. So it's going to affect everything, even what we're seeing now on television.
And to bring those two stories that David talked about, the grocery store, and now what we're talking about, the New York Stock Exchange together, Christina Portzenevlos joins us. Yesterday she was at the grocery store talking to people that were doing their shopping, but today you're down there on the floor, and just for a few more days where they'll have human beings, at least for the time being, on that trading floor.
Yeah, so I feel like we almost felt like something was coming when they went around this afternoon telling us they're doing another massive cleaning today. Normally that's supposed to happen on Fridays. So of course some eyebrows were raised. Why are you doing a massive cleaning in the afternoon every single day going forward? Did somebody test positive? Now we're hearing news that we have to get screened, so we have to get our temperature taken on our forehead when we enter the building. There are no guests allowed in the building. Someone did get screened and got turned away because they had a fever. That person did test positive. So according to what we're hearing here on the floor, and there are traders that are finding all of this information out as we speak, the person got turned away and didn't actually step onto the floor here, because there were over 100 people working here today. Right now there's maybe a few dozen traders just left around me. As for the electronic trading happening on Monday, everyone just found that out within the past few minutes.
And introducing Tampy Dog. I'm Tampy Dog, and I'm here to tell you, brothers and sisters, there is nothing to worry about. That stinky woo unicorn don't know nothing. I'm tamping. See? Tamping it down, bros. Tamping it down, sisters. Tamping it. Oh, over here. See that? Send your correspondence and cool shirts to Healthcare Sucks, Troy, at P.O. Box 3, Otis, Oregon. Because I'm tamping it down. It's all good. Feel it. Feel the vibe. Feel the tamping it down. Now do you feel it? Are we all tamped down? I feel like doing a song. Just the two of us. Yeah. Me and Team 99. Just the two of us. You and I. Yeah. We're all tapped down. And remember, healthcare sucks, brothers and sisters. It sucks bad. But you know what? It's all tapped down. See you next time. Tampy Dog out. Have a great day. Goodbye.